We're going to solve a problem involving the calculation of an empirical formula from combustion data. Here's our problem. During the complete combustion of 0.785 grams of a carbon-hydrogen-nitrogen compound, 2.178 grams of carbon dioxide and 0.738 grams of water were formed. We need to calculate the empirical formula of the compound. Let's break this down into steps. First, we'll calculate the moles of carbon and hydrogen produced. For carbon, we'll use the mass of carbon dioxide produced. Each mole of CO2 contains 1 mole of carbon. For hydrogen, we'll use the mass of water produced. Each mole of H2O contains 2 moles of hydrogen. Next, we'll calculate the mass and moles of nitrogen in the compound. We can find the mass of nitrogen by subtracting the masses of carbon and hydrogen from the total mass of the compound. Now we can calculate the moles of nitrogen. Finally, we'll determine the empirical formula by finding the simplest whole number ratio of C, H, and N. We divide all mole quantities by the smallest number of moles, which is 0.00771 moles of nitrogen. This gives us a ratio of approximately 6.42 to 10.64 to 1. Rounding to the nearest whole numbers, we get a ratio of 6 to 11 to 1. Therefore, the empirical formula of the compound is C6H11N. In summary, we calculated the moles of each element, found the ratio, and simplified it to whole numbers to determine the empirical formula of the compound.